That jumping DDT.
Vince Russo, the legendary wrestling writer known for his controversial takes and contributions to WWE during the Attitude Era, has just dropped a bombshell that has the wrestling world buzzing. According to Russo, TAMA Tonga is about to betray Jacob Fatu and align himself with Solo Sikoa, setting the stage for an explosive confrontation that will lead to a massive tag team match at WrestleMania 41. Yes, you heard that right. Betrayal, alliances, and a mystery partner are all in play. This is a storyline that could shake up the WWE roster and deliver one of the most jaw-dropping moments in recent memory. And we're here to break it all down, from every angle. The source, Vince Russo. If you're unfamiliar with Vince Russo, he's a former WWE and WCW writer who played a pivotal role in shaping the Attitude Era. He's responsible for some of the most iconic moments in wrestling history, such as the rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and DX. However, Russo is also known for his ability to stir the pot, offering bold predictions and sometimes outrageous claims that spark debate. Whether you love him or hate him, when Russo speaks, the wrestling community listens. On his latest podcast, Russo dropped a massive storyline spoiler, revealing that TAMA Tonga, currently a close ally of Jacob Fatu, is about to betray him and join forces with Solo Sikoa. According to Russo, this betrayal will set the stage for a tag team match at WrestleMania 41, where Solo and Tama will face off against Fatu and a mystery partner. It's a huge development that could have massive implications for WWE, and we're here to unpack it all, speculating on how this could play out and whether it's really happening. But, of course, it's important to approach these rumors with a healthy dose of skepticism, especially when it comes from someone like Russo, who has a history of both hitting the nail on the head and missing wildly. That said, let's dive into the story and examine the key players involved. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. Let's start by taking a look at Jacob Fatu, the current powerhouse of WWE and one of the most dominant heels in recent memory. Known as the Samoan werewolf, Fatu has been on a wrecking ball of destruction since his debut in WWE. His combination of raw power and intensity has made him nearly unstoppable, and since aligning with TAMA Tonga, the two have formed an incredibly dominant tag team. Together, they've been tearing through opponents and backing each other up, creating a solid faction that has dominated the competition. However, despite their success, there's always been a sense of tension between the two. Two powerhouse personalities like Fatu and TAMA Tonga, both with their own egos and ambitions, have a partnership that feels like it could implode at any moment. It's only natural that cracks would begin to show in their alliance, and according to Russo, the moment for betrayal is fast approaching. Fatu, who's been untouchable in WWE, is about to experience a major setback, and it's coming from someone he trusted. TAMA Tonga, the veteran of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now let's turn our attention to TAMA Tonga. The New Japan Pro Wrestling veteran has made a name for himself as both a brawler and a strategist, always keeping his eyes on the prize. Before joining WWE, Tama was a cornerstone of the Bullet Club and had numerous high-profile rivalries. Since arriving in WWE, he's aligned with both Fatu and Solo Sikoa, but his history with Solo runs deep. Solo and Tama share a bond that traces back to their time in the bloodline, and if Solo's calling the shots, it's easy to see how Tama might start to shift his loyalty away from Fatu. Solo Sikoa, a ruthless force with ambition. Finally, we have Solo Sikoa, who has been on a relentless mission since losing his position as the tribal chief to Roman Reigns in January 2025. Sikoa has been showing a more ruthless side, seeking to reclaim his place at the top of the WWE food chain. After the loss of his leadership role, Solo has become increasingly hungry for power, and it's clear that he's not about to let FATU, who has been positioned as one of WWE's top heels, remain untouchable for long. Solo's desperation to prove himself again could lead him to manipulate TAMA into betraying FATU, ultimately setting up a massive showdown at WrestleMania 41. But, as the rumblings of this potential alliance between Solo and TAMA grow louder, the question becomes, is Solo really ready to reclaim his spot? Or has he become too consumed by his own ambition? Either way, it's clear that Solo Sikoa is no longer content to stay in the shadows. Evidence of the betrayal, subtle hints, and backstage moments. Now that we know who's involved, let's examine whether there's any evidence to support Russo's claim that TAMA TONGA will betray Jacob FATU and join forces with Solo Sikoa. The timing of this rumored betrayal seems to line up with recent WWE storylines, where subtle hints and backstage moments have hinted at tension between FATU and TAMA TONGA. On the March 14, 2025 episode of SmackDown, FATU and TAMA TONGA lost a tag team match to LA Knight and Braun Strowman. After the match, backstage cameras caught a tense exchange between FATU and TAMA TONGA. FATU snapped at TAMA, blaming him for the loss, and TAMA quickly shot back, suggesting that perhaps FATU was the problem. It was a brief exchange, but it felt significant, especially for fans of Suplex Saga, who are known for catching the smallest of details. WWE loves to drop subtle hints like this in the weeks leading up to a major storyline, so this backstage moment could very well be the first seeds of what's to come. Social media teases and speculation. Social media has also been a hotbed of speculation regarding this potential betrayal. TAMA TONGA posted a cryptic tweet on March 18th stating, "Loyalty is earned, not given. Big decisions coming." This type of message is classic wrestling teaser material, vague enough to apply to anyone, but specific enough to get fans talking. Fans have taken this tweet as a hint that TAMA TONGA might be on the verge of making a big decision regarding his alliances. Meanwhile, FATU has been notably quiet on social media, which could imply that he's completely unaware of the impending betrayal. This silence only adds to the suspense, as fans wonder if he's in the dark about what's coming, or if WWE is intentionally keeping him out of the loop. Why WWE would go. This route, storytelling potential. If WWE does go ahead with this storyline, there are several storytelling benefits. First, Jacob FATU has been a dominant force in WWE, and every dominant champion needs a major setback to keep things interesting. By having his trusted ally, TAMA, betray him, it gives FATU the perfect motivation to fight back with even more fire and determination. The betrayal is personal, and it gives FATU a reason to go after Solo and TAMA with everything he's got. For Solo Sikoa, this is a power play. After losing his leadership role in the bloodline, Solo is hungry for relevance, and aligning himself with TAMA TONGA gives him the muscle and credibility he needs to challenge for the top spot in WWE once again. The attack on FATU would send a clear message that Solo is not finished, and he's coming for everyone. The big question: who's Jacob FATU's mystery partner? If this tag team match does indeed take place at WrestleMania 41, the big question is, who will Jacob FATU's mystery partner be? Russo didn't provide a name, and WWE is keeping this a closely guarded secret. But the speculation has already begun, and fans are tossing out a variety of potential names. One possibility is Roman Reigns. Though FATU and Reigns have not exactly been friends in recent years, their shared family lineage and the deep bonds of the Anoa'i family could lead to an epic reunion. Imagine the crowd's reaction when Roman's music hits, signaling his arrival to help FATU take down Solo and TAMA. This would be a huge moment for WrestleMania. Finally, there's always the chance that WWE could introduce a surprise return or debut. This is WrestleMania, after all, and surprises are always in the air. Could it be a returning legend like Goldberg, or an NXT star like Braun Breaker stepping up to help FATU? The possibilities are endless, and that's what makes the mystery so exciting.